Let's talk about Prince Harry, the man who just turned an ordinary dinner in Canada into a full-blown love fest, fundraising triumph and viral sensation. Because once again, Harry showed the world why he doesn't need a palace, a crown, or the British tabloids' approval to be royalty in people's hearts. Picture this: a packed ballroom in Toronto, 500 guests, and the kind of energy that even Buckingham Palace couldn't fake if they tried. Prince Harry walks in, no pomp, no ceremony, just that signature charm and humility, and the entire room lights up. One woman, Brenda Reed, 101 years old, said she practically called him Harry because, well, he just makes you feel that comfortable. And that right there sums it up. When you meet Harry, you don't see a stiff royal. You see a man of warmth, authenticity, and a heart big enough to make even the most skeptical critic say, "All right, maybe I judged too soon." The event? The True Patriot Love Foundation's National Tribute Dinner, a major night honouring Canadian veterans and service members. But this year's dinner was special, because Harry wasn't just another guest. He was the heartbeat of the evening. He sat shoulder to shoulder with the legendary Richard Roma, a 101-year-old World War II veteran, a real-life hero and Canadian military icon. That image alone, two men of service, two generations of courage, sharing laughter and stories. It went viral faster than a royal scandal headline in the Daily Mail, except this time it was for something good. And speaking of headlines, even Canada's former Minister of Veterans Affairs, Erin couldn't stop himself from praising Harry. He said seeing Harry with Richard Roma was one of the highlights of the night. Now, when a decorated veteran and politician publicly applauds Harry, you know the respect is real. Not staged, not PR. Real. The event raised a record-breaking $1.7 million Canadian dollars for veterans and military families, funding recovery programs, mental health support, and community initiatives. Let's be honest, that kind of success doesn't just happen by chance. Harry brings something powerful to the table: authenticity. Because when Harry shows up, people give, not just money, but trust. He has this rare ability to make service feel human again. Not something for photo ops, but something from the heart. And of course, while Canada was celebrating a man of action and empathy, you can almost hear the faint screams from the British tabloids across the Atlantic. Oh no, he's being liked again. The same tabloids that spend their days twisting stories and recycling nonsense about him and Meghan Sussex are now choking on maple syrup-flavoured karma. Meanwhile, back in Toronto, Harry's doing what he does best: connecting. He was seen laughing with veterans, shaking hands, listening with genuine interest, even kissing the hand of an elderly veteran in one of the most touching moments of the night. That photo alone could melt even Piers Morgan's cold, caffeine-pickled heart, though let's be real, that's a stretch. The photos from that night went everywhere. Social media was flooded with admiration. Words like inspiring, authentic, moving, and leadership were used. Words the British press seem to have deleted from their dictionaries whenever they talk about Harry and Meghan. But in Canada, people see the truth. They see a veteran, a humanitarian, a leader, not a tabloid headline. They remember this is a man who served on the front lines in Afghanistan. A man who founded the Invictus Games, not for glory, but to give wounded soldiers a second chance at life and purpose. This dinner wasn't just a gala. It was an extension of that same Invictus spirit, a moment of unity, strength, and humanity. And honestly, can we just pause and appreciate how naturally Harry fits in with Canada? Relaxed, kind, genuine, he looked like he belonged there more than some people do in their own royal family portraits. And yes, Canada has always been special for him and Meghan Sussex. It's where their love story blossomed. It's where Harry trained with the Canadian Forces. It's practically their second home. No wonder the country welcomed him like family. The kind of family that actually shows love instead of leaking stories to tabloids. And the best part? This wasn't about titles or hierarchy. It was about purpose. While some royals back in the UK are busy calculating photo ops and hiding behind PR teams, Harry's out here raising millions and making veterans feel seen. That's the difference between having a title and having a legacy. The truth is, Harry doesn't need a crown to make an impact. His power comes from empathy. From the way he listens, the way he makes people feel valued. That's why everywhere he goes, people gravitate to him. That's why veterans adore him. That's why the world respects him. And as for the haters, well, they can keep doing their job, sitting in studios, red-faced, screaming into microphones about things they'll never understand. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan Sussex are out there living their values, building community, spreading hope, and redefining what modern royalty looks like. So yes, Canada can't wait to have him back. And who could blame them? After a night that raised $1.7 million, lifted spirits, and reminded the world what true service looks like, it's clear. Prince Harry isn't chasing approval. He's earning admiration. And if the palace or tabloids can't handle that, well, maybe it's time they learned what real leadership looks like. And let's not forget, Meghan Sussex herself has deep roots in Canada. Long before the British press decided to turn her life into their favourite soap opera, she was living her best life in Toronto, filming Suits, sipping coffee, walking her dogs, and minding her business. Canadians adored her then, and they adore her now. They see what the rest of us see, a woman of grace, grit, and independence. So when Harry shows up in Canada, it's not just Prince Harry visiting. It feels like the Sussexes coming home. Together they represent something fresh, modern love, equality, and empathy. A kind of royalty that doesn't rely on titles, palaces, or pearl-clutching protocols. And honestly, seeing how warmly Canada embraces them must be driving certain palace courtiers absolutely bananas. Somewhere out there, a royal aide is probably typing a memo titled Operation How Do We Compete with Genuine Happiness? Good luck with that. And that's why we'll always stand with Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, the couple who keep proving that kindness, service and love speak louder than titles and tabloids. If you loved this story and believe in the Sussexes' message of compassion and courage, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop your thoughts in the comments and show some love through super thanks to help us keep bringing you the truth the tabloids won't print. Because here on the Sussex Squad, we celebrate integrity, impact and authentic royalty.